thanks for joining me again. So we're back again. Now what I'm going to do is, I know the camera keeps going in and out of focus. I've got two cameras going today, so hopefully we'll avoid any technical issues. Ooh, throwing cards out at me already. So we'll put these down so the camera stays in focus. Hopefully we will get a good read today. What did happen on the 24th, and hopefully the camera will stay in focus. Now it's got something to focus on. They want me to pull an Osho Zen as well, which they asked me to bring. Yes, so what did happen on the 24th? Now, if you were anything like me, you were sitting on edge all day, waiting for the blackout, for the EBS, and every little alarm sound. No, this is it, this is it, this is it. And of course it never came. And I knew it wasn't going to come, because they had already said to me, it's going to be a soft reveal. The last reading, you were there with me, or maybe you weren't. If not, you might want to go and see that. They said to me, it's going to be a soft reveal. There's not going to be anything drastic happening. Yeah, so I'm going to do a couple of reads now, because I wanted to have a further look. I've got so much fantastic intel from you fabulous people about this whole London Bridge falling thing. I'm going to do 2 videos, so hopefully I'll get 2 videos out this week. I don't often have time to do YouTube videos because I'm working on my membership site, on my website, which is obviously the next stage of the awakening, the spiritual awakening. And I'm just about to launch my Lightworker directory as well, hopefully, fingers crossed, very soon. So I'm working hard on that, but this is such an exciting time. I really enjoyed, thank you so much for all your subscribes and all your likes and all your beautiful comments. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I really felt like there's a community building up here, and there was so much amazing intel as well. So I'm going to be doing this reading, what happened on the 24th, and then I'm going to be doing a video about all the intel that you sent me about the royals and what's going on with that. I was asked a question as well about the Queen, and is she really dead, or was she dead, or there's been a lot of confusion about that as well. Let's have a look at what we got here, because I do actually want to have a look at that. Now, obviously these cards were thrown out here. We've got 2 pentacles straight away. A single pentacle and then a pentacle with the Wheel of Fortune. This is exactly what I'm going to be discussing here. It's about the financial crash, isn't it? That's what it was when I asked what the heck is going on here. Tell me then what's happened, because obviously I stay away from mainstream media. I don't watch any mainstream media at all. I asked, please show me what this is all about. The first thing I came to was that the Chancellor of the Exchequer had just announced a new tax cuts or something in the UK, which means we pay less income tax, especially the high earners. And it caused the pound to crash on the international markets. Now, I don't understand any of that kind of stuff, but it caused the pound to crash. And I also heard at that particular point, I also heard that, have they raised the interest rates again in the US, something like that? And did that cause the dollar to crash as well? I'm not absolutely positive about that. If you're from the US or you know, please leave me a comment below, because I try to watch the mainstream media and they're just talking such absolute garbage. I just end up getting angry and turning it off again. So I really don't know, but definitely in the UK, that's crashed. Now somebody actually said this is happening in other countries and there's been rioting about it. Now I've not heard anything about that. Now once again, I know you lovely peeps have got your nose to the ground, and if you've heard anything about them, could you please let me know, because I've heard nothing about banks crashing in other countries, and there be rioting about the banks crashing and financial crashes at all. But I do think this is a financial crash. Now, I did get a couple of comments from the last video saying they thought it was going to be the financial crash as well, and we can see that here straight away. Money and changes in money, changes in the money. Now we know that whatever happens, just sit tight. It'll come back again when it's replaced by the proper gold back system. I can't remember what it's called now, but it will be replaced. It's just they've got to crash the old system while Biden's in, don't they? Crash the old system. Although I don't even know if that's true. There was some stuff about, I kept getting this stuff about Trump has taken over, but I couldn't actually find anything about that. So I'm presuming Biden's still in. Yeah, so that was it. I've got it all written down on my notes again. I've got notes, so if you hear paper shuffling, that's why. Oh yeah, somebody said the Vatican had recalled all the monies back to the Vatican on the 30th of August. Now I did a very quick search on this, and it's actually true. Now if you go and do a search on it, it'll tell you. I didn't go deep into it, but it's strange, isn't it, that all the money's just before this happens. I think they said the 30th of August. My lovely commenter said the 30th of August. All the money was recalled. All the monies and properties and things were recalled to the Vatican. Now, the other thing was, I also had a comment about them bringing in the universal, what was it, the universal basic income, is it called? I said, oh, I think this is a bit soon. But if this is all about the financial crash, if this really was what was going on, it's there. They threw these cards out at me. This is about the changing finances, walking away from the old system. We've seen the light. We've seen what this is about. So yeah, I mean, the financial crash would be the ideal opportunity to bring in the basic universal basic income, wouldn't it? Now I did actually do a reading on the financial crash a couple of months ago, the possible financial crash, and it said it's depending on us when it's brought in. They said the earliest was August, which obviously didn't happen in August, but the latest would be December. But it looks like we were working very hard on it, and here it is, bang. Straight after the London Bridge falling, straight after the 99 portal, in between the 99 portal and the 1010 portal, and I've done a read on that as well. And just before, now I've always got the 1111 portal is going to be hugely significant as well. I get that's a time to really watch out for. It's been flagged up, and it's been consistently flagged up to me as well. Oh, and as well, somebody asked me about the solar flares. Can I do a read on the solar flares? Now, what I got this morning was the solar flares are continual. They're coming in continually now. So it's a consistent thing. But if there's going to be a big one, I do tend to get a warning. Now, the last time I had a warning was that morning, so I really wouldn't have been able to put out a video at that point anyway. But I've asked them, please give me a warning a bit earlier, and I will try and put out a little mini video if I can, and let you know when there's going to be a solar flare. Now, what else did I have to look at? This is all definitely about the financial crash, isn't it? Right, Now these two are very interesting here. This is about, we build these monsters around us, don't we? These creations of our lives that we have to work so hard on maintaining that it's just, it exhausts us, it leaves us exhausted. And this really is what money does to us, isn't it? And I did kind of have a download. I did a little video, but it's never actually got, I never actually got it edited, about what would our lives be like without money, because these are all constructs that the black hats have laid on us. Time and money, it's to keep us in the 3D, and yeah, okay, we wanted to come into this density, of course we did. This is part of the game, isn't it? We all wanted to come to this playground, but sometimes we build up such a structure around ourselves, and it's all based on value, and it's all based on money. They knew exactly what they were doing when they introduced money, and they introduced value. What value are we? What value do we have? That we build these lives around ourselves, and it just exhausts us to maintain them, you know. And fighting as well, fighting with other people and getting defensive, it puts us in, oh, so this is why they wanted the Osho Zen coming in, because they wanted to bring this up, because I didn't get that other video out. I might still try and put that out, I've still got that sometimes, but obviously I want to be looking at this takes priority. We end up in survival, don't we? We get in survival, and then we start dog eat dog, and we've got to be better, we've got to be enough, we're not enough, we're not valuable enough, we're not fitting in with a stereotype. So I know that's not you, but we all fall for this. We live in this physical world. We've been influenced by all this stuff, and this is going to be huge, because this is what people care about. They might, you know, they might take a passing interest in the other things that are going on, but if people feel they're losing their money, and they're losing their value, and they're losing the lives that they've built up, and you know, when you're in survival, it's like, well, yeah, I could end up homeless, I could end up starving. If we don't have that money, we don't have our basic needs met. This is what it's all about, isn't it? This is what the deep state dark cult have done to us. Not that we didn't agree, we agreed, we wanted to come here, we wanted to play in this density, we know all that, but you know, this is a really sensible way to do it. It really is a sensible way to do it. So thank you, guides, thank you, cards, for demanding to be read like this. Now, I'm not saying that this was the only thing going on. I mean, I had to kind of delve into the deep world of mainstream media, which I didn't want to do, and I got off it as quickly as possible. But there's all of a sudden there's loads going on. Tell me if I'm wrong, because obviously I stay in my little light work truther bubble. But there's riots. Was it Iran or Iraq about the hijab? Is it the hijab, the head covering? Because I think it's law out there that women have to wear it. And I think, did someone get arrested or something for it, wearing one too loose? And then did she die or something in police custody? There's something definitely going on in China, apparently. The military have been mobilised, as they're all heading to, was it Beijing, and thousands of flights have been cancelled. And they're ramping up the Putin Ukraine thing, aren't they? Oh, and there was another thing as well. Did you see that thing? There was there's millions and millions of views on it. The guy who said that Charlie Boy had been served with a notice for crimes against humanity. I was so excited. I was going to crack open the champagne there, and then I realised it's not true. But I was so willing it to be true. I just went with it. Oh yeah, in Australia apparently have had protests against the day of mourning. Although that might have been the 23rd. I'm counting the 23rd and the 25th as like shadow days on each side. On it, yeah. I think that's all I've got written down here. Right, let's get on with the read. Now, my other camera's card full. I don't want to stop right now and start deleting things on the video so I can use both cameras. So I'm just going to carry on with the one camera and just hope and pray that we get this. So, yes, it was all about the financial crash. This is a great way to do it. Well done everybody who spotted that. I didn't see that coming at all, although I think they did kind of hint at it in that reading. I know the Ace of Pentacles came up. I remember that distinctly, and I remember saying, oh, it might be a financial crash. But I do want to ask, now some people are saying that, okay, Spirit wants me to ask, oh, they're throwing cards out again. Spirit wants, oh, yes, of course. So we might have to juggle things for a little while. They were just saying to me, do a read on how this is going to look. We may have to juggle things for a little bit. Obviously, as always, make sure you're stocked up with food, water, alternative methods to cook, candles or torches if the electric does go out. Also, if you can, have a little bit of cash on you as well. Just stash a little bit of cash away in your house. That's what I got here. That's what I got told to do. Just have a little bit of cash, because if the banks crash and your cards don't work, also there may very well be a little bit of panic if people think that they've lost all their money. I'm assured, even if it looks like that, that's not going to be the case. There is a system behind it that's going to come up, that's going to put it all back in the place that it should be. There you go. That's exactly what I've just said. Remember, whatever happens, even if it looks drastic, remember, even if it looks drastic and you're thinking, I'm not sure, this is making me a bit on edge here, or a lot on edge, remember why this is happening. Remember why this is happening. It's all a lie. The system has already crashed. That's what they've just said to me. The financial system has already crashed. I think most of you know that already anyway. It's already crashed. It's all a lie. It's all staged. It'll all be fine. We'll all come back. It'll all come back again. And we'll all be sitting pretty afterwards, once the worst is over. I don't know about you, but yeah, it's quite scary, isn't it? It's quite scary, but you know, what is going to happen? Can we trust this? Is there anything I can do to prepare for this? Just remember, this is going to be the worst. This is the shock tactics they're going to have to use to get people on board with this, and then we're going to be plain sailing with this. Now, the question I was going to ask before that, now the guides clearly wanted me to bring that forward here, so I know most of you probably already know all of this anyway. I knew all of this anyway, but it's no danger to be reminded, is it? Make sure you've got those systems in place just in case. Make sure you're stocked up with toothpaste and toilet roll and things like that. After what happened last time with the with the whole mask scenario. Right. Now, somebody did say this was a black hat op. Now, if it was a black hat op, it certainly backfired with me. I didn't go into fear on the 24th. I went absolutely into, let's do it. Let's get on with it. Let's crack on with this. And I don't know, but I was so excited about this happening. I think I must have pushed the manifested it at least a day forwards with the with all the energy I put into it. But let's ask that question: is this a black hat op? They just want me to do a 7-card horseshoe. They're very chatty today. I'm excited too. Is this everybody's spirit guide? Yeah, we're all activated. I've never known my guides be this excited before. I'm not seeing any black hats here. There's a card I put. Let's shuffle these. I am seeing no black hats here. But hasn't it made us happy as well, knowing that something's moving, seeing something actually moving, seeing things actually start to move. Yeah, we've got to keep our balance. More advice, keep your balance here. Ah, yeah. Learn your lesson from the past and bring it forwards. We saw the shock tactics with the whole Rona thing. You know, the lockdown thing. We saw how drastic it can appear. Just keep calm. Keep calm, keep focused. Don't let it throw you at all. Yeah, just be count our blessings. Count our blessings. This is happening. It's what we wanted. We're going to be moving forward into a brighter day. I'm seeing no black hats here at all. I am seeing not one single black hat here at all. Now that is not what we wanted, is it? Patience. We don't want to have any more patience. We've been patient enough. Yeah, I get from this we've got existence, being part of the universal oneness, and obviously source as well. We are heading into galactic alignment. Nothing can stop this now. What it looks like is obviously down to us, and obviously I'm working, like I said, I'm working really hard on making sure that the next phase of this is as easy as we can possibly make it, moving into that universal connection, that universal oneness, which is I've covered the basics now on my membership site, on my website. I'm going to be moving on to the more advanced unity consciousness next, but obviously I you know, I only have so much time in the day, so, and I love doing these videos. I'm just love finding out what's going to happen, you know, when these questions come up, and sharing that with people and having people share their intel with me. And I do want to do as many YouTube videos as I can around this. But like I say, obviously we're looking at the next stage here, getting into that spiritual awakening, which is obviously, like I say, the next stage, getting out of that oh, I can't think of the word's gone. This is what happens when you get all like right-brained. You forget words. It's all energy then, and you lose words. Getting into that awakened state. I literally do think that's covered it all. Well, that was much more concise than I expected. I expected a lot more a lot more readings and less chat, but there you go. We never know what's going to happen when we come into one of these. I had so much to say. I wanted to thank you all so much for all your intel, all your lovely comments as well. Dropping cards again. And Thanks for joining in. I really do appreciate it. If it takes me a few days to respond, it's because I'm working on something else. I'll hopefully get another video out in a few days. I'm going to be looking at all this amazing intel you gave me about the royal family and the Queen and what's going on. Somebody asked me as well about, what, is she dead, or there's conflicting reports. Is the Queen actually dead? Where is she? There was something to do with some strange voice on the ITV coverage as well. All sorts of things about the royal family. So I do want to be doing that next. So hopefully there'll be a video out in a couple of days about that. But whatever happens, don't panic, don't worry. People around you might be going crazy. Remember, we asked for this, we wanted it. It's a huge sign that we're moving forwards here. Don't get dragged into the hype. Now, if you're an empath and you get dragged into the group consciousness of fear when this goes down, go and watch my spiritual and energetic protection bundle. It's so important to get your boundaries up, to get your aura strong, to get your cords cut, so you're not picking up on the energy of panic around you as well. That's another important thing here around this. But thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much, like I said, for all your likes and subscribes and comments. I really do appreciate it, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.